Hi guys, so this is a weekly tarot read of this week. We've got a lot going on. We've got a full moon coming, and then we've got the Lion's portal coming. So whole lot. It's going to be major shifting things going on, and I can kind of even see it in the layout that's coming out. Now, a couple things that I've got going on in the past position, some of you may have experienced. Some of the people have been leaving jobs. We're walking away. The real spiritual journey is beginning. We're cutting our losses and so forth. But I've also got the Seven of Pentacles. Now we're going to start having the strain. Unemployment benefits ended, which is a big one. Okay. And what's going to take the place of it? Well, people are waiting and people are starving. I think I read in an article that 30 million Americans, okay, that's a huge number, don't have enough food for the week, is what they said in a poll. So this is where it's just coming down to the wire and everything, where people are you're going to see a lot of frustration. I feel this week is going to be a lot of people. It's going to be tense. And where did the card go? One of the things is they're talking about, like Knight of Pentacles, get a job, get a job offer, take it, go back to work. Now, one of the things like Ivanka Trump, she's kind of Marie Antoinette, she really is. And she, and I just drew Nine of Pentacles reverse as I was meditating on that. Once you see the lady, she looks really, just has abundance and financial stability. You could say she's kind of the Nine of Pentacles woman, except it's in a reverse position. So everything has been handed to her all her life. But her new motto that she's trying to come up with to get people to get out and get jobs is find something new. That is the new motto, okay, of Ivanka Trump. Just as I mentioned her name, this is the card I pull out, okay? As you can see, she's surrounded by wealth. She's in a good position, but she appreciate what she has, There's a sense of entitlement with this one, with all she has. And she can't relate to the American people, that, are working jobs 9 to 5, barely getting by, people on unemployment. When she says something like find something new, it's like, where are the jobs, Ivanka? And that's what they just expect everybody. Well, unemployment ran out. You were getting a little too cozy on it. You were making even more on unemployment than you did at your job. Of course you don't want to work. And that's really, not necessarily the situation, because people understand that unemployment does not last forever. It gets them by until they can get another job. I feel most Americans do want a job, and they want that stability. They're wanting to kind of get to some kind of normal. But, the people who say this have all kinds of money, It's just, people are out of touch. They're out of touch. Now, some interesting things coming up. The very first card is the Moon reverse. So we're going to start getting some clarity on some things kind of coming out of the government and so forth. I have a feeling with the King of Cups, this has been my Biden card because he's a Scorpio. And the other one, the King of Swords for Trump, is showing too. But I have a feeling that he's going to start coming out with some stuff. It is in a reverse position. So he's going to really cool those emotions, and he's going to be getting to work. I feel like you're going to start seeing him speaking out a little more intensely than he was before. So get ready for that. It's going to start getting to be a challenge. And now, very interesting, when I go to Trump, which is the King of Swords, as he's Gemini, sometimes he shows as the Knight as well. It just depends the expression. But we got a real law and order thing going here, so we're going to see more of that this week. But I notice the Ace of Cups is next to him. This is very interesting. Now, one of the things is he really wants to get up there in the polls. He's been a little upset that Dr. Fauci has a better approval rating. And this has been a source of contention. So he's, this is his staff. Okay, this is his employee. This really, well, he's an employee of the people. Let's put it that way. But, he's trying to put him down and so forth because Dr. Fauci, he speaks as a man of science. I don't want to go into that too much. I've got to read if you want to check. But I feel like he's going to do some things to try to get his approval rating up. Now, will this backfire, though? It depends. He may make some good moves, though. Maybe he'll sign a certain thing into law that is actually something that gets people to be like, hey, that was actually a good move. You actually did something. But I have a feeling he's really going to try to get the approval rating up. But on the same token, I'll just jump to the outcome and then I'll get a little bit more. He's also going to do some underhanded stuff because I got the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. So I have a feeling more deceit from the government is going to be coming out because I've also got Justice reverse. I also have a feeling some things may be coming up. Now, is this going to be a situation hurting the Democratic cities in some way? Are we going to do something scandalous to somebody, in the Democratic cities? So I do feel there's going to be something emerging like that, and it's not going to be fair. Justice reverse normally is some kind of unfair type of action. But we're going to try to get our approval rating up, At the same time, we're going to appeal to, our people that do support us, and just intensify that. So look for that. There's going to be something going on. A little bit of Florida coming in here. This has been my guy for DeSantis. The Knight of Cups. Notice he's on a beach. This is why this is my Florida guy. We've got the Knight of Swords sitting next to it. So there are a lot of people in Florida, who are very depressed and so forth, and very nervous and scared about everything that is going on in their state. They are not sitting well with everything now because the numbers are getting really bad, and they're getting very challenging. So people are faced with choices right now. I've got the Seven of Cups, but the choices, kind of like what we're talking about even here, find something new, okay? The choices are built like, when I see Seven of Cups and I think about it being a card of choices, I always look at, regardless of the different little symbols each cup represents, they're really like built castles on the sand. They're just not substantial choices that are long lasting and so forth, which is not very good. They're very illusory. That is what the Seven of Cups is about. It's also a card about escaping reality. So I see this and I kind of look at the fact that we will be presented with certain choices which really have nothing to do with reality, and that is kind of one of the things that is going to be presented to the American people, which is going to be a challenge. Now, for some of you, I know manifesting is a hard time. We're going through some challenges right now. Like I said, the unemployment is being cut. We're waiting on something. They're talking about only $200 a week. That's hardly enough to get by. Some people's grocery bill is more than $200 a week. But, work on your manifestation ability. I know a lot of people are down, and it's real hard to be able to manifest right now. But it's really important. Just because it's reversed doesn't mean it's impossible, is one of the things I want you guys to focus on. You can work on that. And then one of the things is I do have the Temperance card. I just drew that. So just work on that balance and then look at divine timing. Some of you are out of work and you really want to land a job and you just want to get out of this, and I totally get you. But we're always on Spirit's watch, okay? That's one of the things that is the biggest challenge. We're always on Spirit's watch. In Spirit, I always tell people, and if you're watching this, Spirit is always right on time. And I just drew the Eight of Pentacles reverse, so I have a feeling, as it's an employment card, there are going to be some of you even losing jobs right now, which is, it's starting to get to the wire. A lot of small business loans have run out. They've used their money. They may not necessarily be getting more. So I have a feeling we're going to see some of the unemployment numbers are going to rise. And see, that's the frustrating thing. You want everybody to get back to work and get off unemployment, and you want everybody to find something new. But, what are they supposed to do? Drive an Uber? Do DoorDash? I've looked, I have a job, but I've kind of looked just to see what's going on. It's just like a lot of things, in places are shut down, or they've already got everybody they need, because other people that their companies shut down or their jobs shut down, went to other jobs and so forth. So it's going to be a challenging week. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to beat around the bush. This is going to be a very challenging week for some folks. But I look at that temperance card. Hang in there. Hang in there. The bright side, the sun. And this is kind of like Spirit saying, keep your eyes on the light and so forth. It's going to be tough, but Spirit is right there. They have not abandoned you. And then let's just kind of remember that. Spirit has not abandoned you during this time. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you guys. Let's see what the oracle says. I'm going to pull this for the light people. And a lot of the light people, God bless you for lifting up and, spreading light and trying to help humanity. I know a lot of you are out there, you're doing good things. You're working in your community and so forth, and you're giving people emotional support. Whatever you can do. And Lion's Portal, get ready for a shift, though. Get ready for a shift. And then that's kind of fitting because I've got the Great Gathering. Let me pull it back a little bit. The Great Gathering. And like it says, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits Soul Tribe. So you're going to see many light people finding their soul tribes and coming together to do various works. I know on Facebook, very big and so forth, a lot of light people are beginning to come together during this time, trying to find ways. How can I serve? How can I help others? And then also, don't dim to fit in. This is a big one, and I'm real big with the light people on this. All you other psychics and readers and so forth that have been in the broom closet for a long time, okay? This is not the time to be in the broom closet. We're being called. And it's time for us to get out there and be spreading the light, and uplifting humanity and giving them the hope. The aim is to the new earth. So you just got to kind of figure out what is my purpose and what am I meant to put into this world. Right now, everything is dark. We're very lower astral. Everybody is projecting their shadows. If you watch my video on the collective shadow, you will kind of see what is going on with that. But especially, what is my contribution here? What is the purpose that I got these gifts and these abilities and this manifestation and, all the spiritual practices that I've been doing? It is time. And that even is, let me try to grab it here, the Page of Pentacles. This is where we kind of pick up a study, especially spiritual studies and so forth. We have educated ourselves and we have learned a lot. But like I was just talking about, this is the moment when we're going to be tested. I just talked about in Lion's Portal. This is where we're going to really, what have I learned and how can I apply it now? What am I going to do with all this knowledge? So that's pretty much the week. And I hope that you guys enjoyed my read.